Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Now I know y'all is saying, what Mocha Mima's reporting on sports again? Just hold on. Y'all gonna relate to this. Y'all know what the deal is. Let me play my intro and we're gonna get into this.
Work, work, work. To me, I get work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, them hurt, 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 hurt. Try me, I deserve it. Let the devil lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a seed for decoration. You mistaken with love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, work, work.
Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, an extra special welcome. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. And hey, an extra special I don't know if it's a congrats. I know you're glad it's over. I know the parents are over. To those going back to school, my granddaughter is entering grad school, so I'm glad that she's going back there. And to all you guys who are entering your last year of college, your senior year of school, first year of kindergarten, or whatever grade you're going to, have a wonderful school year. We haven't started here in Connecticut yet. We will be starting next week, but I know a lot of school systems have already gotten their school year off. And so, hey, everyone have a happy and safe one. So, speaking of school, here we are talking today about Reggie Bush. Some of you may remember Reggie Bush as the guy who I guess he may have messed with Kim Kardashian first before Ray J. I don't know what the deal was with it, but anyway, Reggie Bush is suing the NCAA. You guys may remember, some of you may remember from your husbands or your boyfriends talking about it. He was a promising player at USC out in California. And what happened was um, they accused his family of taking gifts from, different people. The gifts were like over $300,000. They said that he took, they said that his parents got a house that they lived in Southern California for rent free for over a year. They were provided with $10,000 to furnish it. That's what, according to, different news outlets, that's what they were saying. That they were saying also the NCAA was saying he was involved in a pay for play arrangement. And they ended up taking like all of his records from the school from NCAA. They beat, I think it was Oklahoma. They beat it in, I want to say, it might have been 2005, I think, that year where he had won the Heisman Trophy. And all college players, that's the thing. They go on, they want to win the Heisman Trophy. It's the big, that's the big trophy. You see him there in his suit, and he has the Heisman Trophy. It's like that's their thing. That's what they want to win. So he forfeited the award in 2010 because the NCAA was investigating them and saying that they had gotten all this money from the sports agent. They took his jersey down inside the stadium there at USC. Because back then, these young kids are working hard for their schools and they're not getting paid for it. You guys have heard the story of how these kids are playing these games and working hard, and they're not getting food. That some of them don't have clothes. A lot of them come from families that don't have a lot, and these kids are working. They're getting nothing for the physical work they're doing to their bodies. So it was just a whole big thing. He gives back the trophy, and he also disassociates himself from the NCAA for 10 years. So fast forward, he goes through all this stuff. So now we're going to fast forward to 2021 when during all these years, people were saying they need to be paying these kids because, times change and we got a new crop of kids. And these kids are like, you know what? I'm tired of my body being beat up. I'm tired of getting hurt and injured and I'm getting nothing out of it. So by 2021, the NCAA decides, well, you know what? We might as well start paying these kids to get, because we're making money off their likenesses. They have these kids in these different video games. They have the jerseys. They have the everything. The different, what you name it, they got these kids hooked up to it. The kids aren't getting money, the schools are. So then Reggie, when they decided to have it go live on July 1st, 2021. So Reggie's like, well, why can't I get my stuff back? I've been disassociated for 10 years. So, can I get my stuff back? Can we talk? So he put out this statement on June 1st, 2021. He says, over the last few months, on multiple occasions, my team and I have reached out both to the NCAA and the Heisman Trust in regard to reinstatement of my college record and his records. Let me tell you, he was thorough. I'm not a person that watches football and all that kind of stuff, but he was really good. I remember seeing him, different clips and stuff of him playing. So he wanted to return his Heisman. We left multiple messages for Michael Comerford, the president of the Heisman Trust, but instead received a call from Rob Whalen, the executive director, who stated that Mr. Comerford would not be calling us back and that in any event they could not help us. We reached out to the NCAA on multiple occasions and received no help and got no response at all. It is my strong belief that I won the Heisman Trophy solely due to my hard work and dedication on the football field. And it is also my firm belief that my record should be reinstated. Now, y'all, they got a lot of nerve. They got a lot of nerve. And you know how I feel
Could
about that
have
kind of
been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
That's what I say on that. That right there. So then the Heisman people, this is back in 21. The Heisman people put out a statement back then and they talked, that they believe their recent decision by the NCAA to allow student athletes the ability to control their name, image, and likeness is a positive step, blah, blah, blah. The on-field accomplishments of Reggie Bush during his 2005 season at USC were remarkable and remain in the memories of all college football fans that had the privilege of witnessing him in action. But what USC did was like Florida is trying to do to black people now. What they did was to wipe all cases of him off of their everything out there at USC, allegedly. Subsequent to Bush being awarded the 2005 Heisman Trophy, the NCAA concluded an investigation that he and his family had received impermissible benefits while a student athlete at the University of Southern California and vacated his playing records as well as those of the entire USC football team. See, y'all, it was the whole team. It wasn't just him. They punished the whole team. In September of 2010, Bush announced that he would forfeit his title as a Heisman Trophy winner, and the Heisman Trust vacated the 2005 award. Bush returned his trophy, and USC returned its replica trophy to the Heisman Trust. That is jacked up. I can't move this up on here. Let me finish reading it from my part. Y'all, that's crazy. They made all that money off that child. And I call him a child because he's like the same age of oldest my oldest daughter. Whew, that is messed up. The Heisman Trophy ballot used by voters has a rule governing eligibility for the award, which was in effect in 2005, which states, in order that there will be no misunderstanding regarding the eligibility of a candidate, the recipient of this award must be a bona fide student of an accredited college or university, including the United States academies. A recipient must be in compliance with the bylaws defining an NCAA athlete. Bush's 2005 season records remain vacated by the NCAA, and as a result, under the rules set by the Heisman Trust and stated on the Heisman ballot, he is not eligible to be awarded the 2005 Heisman Memorial Trophy. Should the NCAA reinstate Bush's 2005 status, the Heisman Trust looks forward to welcoming him back to the Heisman family. The Heisman Trophy Trust is a charitable organization dedicated to improving educational and athletic opportunities for the underserved youth in our communities, preserving the integrity of the Heisman Trophy. Now, that goes to him wanting his status brought back. Now, also, I found this slide, which also was on the same day. This was, I guess, this man Joe Pompliano is must be a sports journalist. He said estimates suggest Reggie Bush would make between 4 and 6 million annually with the new NIL rules. Yet the NCAA took away his Heisman Trophy because he accepted $300,000 under the table while USC made millions of dollars off his success, which they did. It's time to return the trophy. And that's Reggie Bush as a young man. Y'all, this is crazy. This is really crazy. Give this man his status. I mean, and after that, they had a statement, and I've been trying to find the statement. They probably scrubbed it at the time when it happened, and Reggie has commented on it. He says specifically on July 28th, 2021, the NCAA falsely issued a statement to reporters. This is what his lawyers say. They falsely issued a statement to reporters that because of Mr. Bush's prior involvement in the pay-for-play arrangement, the NCAA would not consider restoring his collegiate records that it vacated in 2010, which subsequently resulted in Mr. Bush having to return his Heisman Trophy. He was the first player in history to do so. This is what his attorney said. Within less than a day, this false statement was republished by no less than 20 different media organizations and circulated to readers around the world. Their statement continues. The NCAA knew Mr. Bush was never even accused of, involved in, much less sanctioned for any pay-for-play arrangement, which never occurred. Now, pay-for-play is different from what they're saying. Like, it was alleged that he had gotten money from, agents or whoever. But pay-for-play is something different. Pay-for-play is, playing and then making certain scores or different plays, things like that. The lawsuit is based on the NCAA maliciously attacking his character through a completely false and highly offensive statement that was widely reported in the media and substantially and irreparably damaged his reputation, his lawyer said. Then in 2010, USC lost 30 football scholarships over 3 years as a result of the initial inquiry and also vacated 14 victories that Bush played a part in from 2004 to 2005. Wow. Whew. Since 2020, when his disassociation penalty from the NCAA ended, Reggie Bush, he's an analyst for Fox Sports and the father of 3, has been pushing for a return of his Heisman. He says, "It's my strong belief that I won the Heisman Trophy solely due to his hard work and dedication." Like I said, he said back in 2020. And he added that it's about truth, getting the facts out, and holding the NCAA accountable. I got dreams of coming back into the stadium and running out of that tunnel with the football team. I've got dreams of walking back in here and seeing my jersey and my banner right down there next to the rest of the Heisman Trophy winners. But I can't rightly do that without my Heisman Trophy. Wow. That, you can't help but feel bad for him. I mean, it's rough. It's really it's a rough situation, but this has been a long time coming. Give the man back his stride, his Heisman, reinstate the stuff. Time has changed. Like this is like the marijuana laws. All those people arrested for marijuana, they're now starting to let those people out of jail for the marijuana because it's now legal. Give Reggie back his Heisman. Restore the records not only for him, for the people for the school, and for the people who were on that team with him. They deserve it. They didn't deserve for all that to happen. So I will keep you guys posted on what happens with this. Um, I hope that the NCAA does the right thing because they really are on the wrong side of it constantly. So that's it, y'all. Please like and subscribe. Click on the bell button for uploads, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for listening.
Work, work, work. To me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. Tell me about that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, them hurt, dirt, 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 dirt. Try me, I deserve it. Nothing to have you lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams